Okay, group, I want to get these ribs going. I got some St. Louis style ribs. I've already taken the silver skin off the backs of them. I went ahead and put down just a light coat of some Lowry seasoning, and then I'm going to follow up with this Ray's Loco Gringo Southwest seasoning that came in the box of assorted seasonings and a couple bottles of sauce when I bought the Recteq grill. It's out there running now. I want to get a little bit of this on here too because I got something special planned for today. Got several things that need to happen. Okay, you might know where I'm going here. I've got 8 Guajillo Chiles. I've got 2 of these nice looking Dried Ancho Chiles. And I've got these 3 little smoky Chipotle Morita Chiles. I'm going to go through the process and get them stemmed and seeded real quick and move on to my next step. They say to take the seeds out, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, these are seeded out. Got them opened up nice. Really not any seeds to speak of. I'm going to move on to my next step here. I need to get this moving because the weather could change at any moment. I've got a couple different operations here I'd like to get done today. Try to make a nice meal. I cleaned up some garlic real quick. Just took the paper off the outside of the head. The skin is actually still on the garlic. They're going in no matter what. And we officially have a thunderstorm. I'm going to do something to this onion also. I want to try to add some more layers of flavor into it, so I'm going to cut this into some thick slices and you'll see what I'm going to do. Okay, I got to get this pot going here. I actually put in here some trimmings from my St. Louis ribs. I had 4 bone-in smoked pork chops, and believe it or not, there are 2 beautiful beef bones in there. I've added some water. I got the fire going under it. Okay, the electric burner going under it. I'm going to put the lid on it. I want that to start getting moving as I move on to my next steps. If I time this just right, maybe I can avoid the possible storms coming this afternoon, which I hope we don't get. Get this skillet heating up here real quick. This is what we're looking for. See that char on there? That's what's going to build a lot of flavor. It's what we want to see. We're going to keep those going a little longer. Okay, group, this is all the farther I'm going to go with these. I got the heat and the gas turned off now. I want to get these offloaded. I'm looking around outside. The dark storm clouds are headed this way. So the smoker might get a little bit wet. I've got it in close to the front of the garage. Thankfully, it's stainless steel. I'll get that garlic in there first and see how it does. Okay, my garlic cloves are just starting to get a little bit of color on them, which is exactly what I was hoping for. Now, while this is going, I'll move these about and start to go to the next step. Okay, moving on. Let's keep them going. Okay, I'm going to cut down these toasted peppers and get them into some hot water. Set them off to the side for about 30 to 40 minutes. Clean up the garlic, put it with the onion, get it ready for the next step. Okay, so I chopped these down pretty good. I want to make sure they get plenty hydrated before they go to the blender. Let those go for a while. Okay, I split this batch up. Got about half of my toasted, rehydrated peppers, a little bit of the onion, some of the garlic, and I've got my spice combination right here. Everything is just all together. I'm going to put it all in right now because in the end, it's all going to be together anyway. I did add some of my hydration liquid from the peppers into here to help get things blended. Unfortunately, we don't have some commercial fancy grade blender, so fingers crossed I don't destroy Mrs. Pitmaster's blender. I'm going to blend this up a little bit more. I put the rest of the ingredients into it, some more liquid. Okay, blending done. I'm going to go ahead and get this into my pot with my smoked meat and beef bones. Been simmering for several hours. It looks like I've gotten just about everything I can out of these bones. It's got real nice look to it, a nice smell. It already has that smoky smell from those smoked pork chops. So yeah, let's move forward. I'm leaving everything in there. I want everything to cook together. The smell and the taste of this is already very nice. Sorry group, I had a camera malfunction there. I did add apple cider vinegar into this mix. I went with 4 tablespoons given the amount that I have here. I did a quick taste. Has a wonderful, delicious, smoky, rich flavor. I did add a little dash of salt just to bring the level up a little bit, and this stuff is now going to sit with the lid on it and just cook. Okay, these slabs have been in 2 hours now. Let's check in on them. Smoking at 250. Beautiful color on those. It's a little tough to see. This doesn't have a light inside of it, but I can see they're getting pretty evenly cooked there. So I think at this point, I may only give them about 20, maybe 30 more minutes as they set before I wrap and finish. Yeah, stand by. All right, time to separate and strain. See that on the top of there? That's exactly what we're looking for. That's where all the good stuff ended up. Okay, let's take a look. I think these need to get moved. It's been about 2.5 hours. Yeah. Starting to get a little bit of pullback here on these bones. It's time to get these placed, wrapped, and finish the tenderizing. Let's see how they look. Oh man. Boy, that is nice and soft already. Oh yeah. Real nice. Okay, got them wrapped up. Of course, as any pit master would do, have a little bit of a sweet sauce on the bottom of that foil. These are going to go down, back on the grate, meat side down, and we're going to let them coast for a little while and check back, see how they're doing. I'm actually going to rotate position. This slab was in the front. It's going to go to the back now. Right back in the middle seems to be a good spot for this cooker. That's what we're going with. Okay, I'm all set. Got all the big chunks out of here. I'm going to strain this just to make sure. Hopefully this doesn't go wrong. Ah, look at that. It's okay. We will capture that. Well, need a little bit of help. This is a little bit thick. Okay, I think time's up. Pull these out. Oh boy, got a leaker. Check in, look at that bone all pulled back like that. That's just what we're looking for. Be careful not to screw it up. I'm actually going to retain what little juice is left in that package and maybe put it back into the pot in the house. Look at that one. Look how that bone is all pulled back. Wow, this is almost too soft to handle. Ooh. Just flip them back over. Yeah, I'm going to save that juice. It's going in the pot. Okay. These look really great. They just need to get finished up. My thought is just a quick sprinkle of seasoning. They go back on the grate for just a short period to dry them up just a little bit. We're going to add just a little extra dash of this seasoning just to kind of help maintain that color. We're not going to cook these real long. These are done. You can see how they're pulled back. Okay, this has all been strained. Any bone fragments have been removed. I'm going to return all this liquid gold back to my pan. So, we will take the shredded meat that I had. This is the smoked pork chop and the few trimming fragments that I had from the St. Louis ribs before they went to the smoker. They go right back into this juice. Hopefully without too much of a mess. This by itself could actually be dinner. Let's get a quick live look here. I think these are probably good and done. Oh, would you look at that? Doesn't that look nice? Pay no attention to that chicken. We'll get those out of there. Get them in the house. It's time to call these done. Take a look at those rib bones. When you got bones coming off that clean, you know you did something right. You know it's going to be all kind of good. I'm very impressed with that new grill. Okay, this is where things can get a little bit messy. I'm taking my tortillas and I'm dipping them into my beautiful birria sauce. I'll get them in. As you can see, my pan is hot. I'm going to go ahead and start laying in some of this beautiful meat right away. You got to be careful. Don't build these too big because you won't be able to manage it. A little cotija. And we'll call it melting cheese. And you got to watch real close because these will get crisp pretty quick. Fold them over. Trying to be careful. And this is pretty much it. It's so simple. After you spend 8 hours preparing all the ingredients that go with it, it just kind of comes together pretty quick. Now you can add other items to this if you choose. And we got a loser. That's okay, blowout is alright. Yeah, these sometimes can be tricky. Guys, you could do these any way you like. I like just some good old-fashioned cheese, a little bit of chopped green onion. You can top with whatever you want, but I'm here to tell you, I already sampled one. These are really good.